Hi, this is Sheila Stromberg, Notorious SHE. I am making another cabling video because a lot of people have been asking me to make a video on how to cable without a cable needle for more than a one-stitch cable. And I've just been fooling around with it a little bit today, and it turns out that you can use the same method of cabling without a cable needle to do a larger stitch cable than just one stitch. Oh, sorry, my daughter just woke up from her nap. But yeah, so I'm going to show you guys how to work a 2-stitch cable, 2 stitches over 2 stitches. So I'm going to be going over today cabling 2 left, cabling 2 right. And this is the same method you would use for any larger stitch number or any smaller stitch number than in my previous video, which was just like a 1 stitch by 1 stitch. So here you can see my little demo. I'm just doing a 2-stitch. You could do this method for really a larger cable, and I'll show you guys how when I get into it. So this is a little chart that I'm going to be working on to get today, just cabling to the middle, crossover cable, and then cabling back out. And this will all be done without a cable needle, without dropping your stupid stitches, because cabling without a cable needle is hard. Except for this way is like way better. Okay, so we're just going to start on row 1. We're going to work as you normally would to your cable section. Okay, so when you get to the cable, the way that we're going to be slipping the stitches is the exact same on the other video, how to work it on 1 by 1 stitch. So we're going to be working, whenever we're working from the left needle to the right needle, we're always going to be going in knitwise. So we'll slip the 2 stitches. So before we just slipped the 1. So we're going to go into the 2nd stitch because this is a 2-stitch cable. So the start of the cable is going to be over here. So we're slipping 2 together knitwise to the right needle. Then we slip 2 together knitwise of the purls also to the right needle. Hi. Hi. And then we're gonna sorry. Hi. Shush. Then we're going to slip them back to our left-hand needle once we've rearranged them. And so this is the same as on the 1-stitch cable. We're going to be slipping them back to the other needle, back to the left-hand needle from purlwise. So, oh wait. Is that purlwise? Sorry, hold on. Don't throw things in here. Okay, sorry, I don't know how to edit videos, so that's gonna be in the final video. Okay, so then we're gonna slip the stitches back to the left-hand needle all together this way. What way is that? Purlwise, I guess. And so that's where it gets a little tricky. This is where doing a larger cable is harder, is getting your needle in all of these. So I find if you kind of scooch the stitches up to the end where the needle starts to taper, it's a little easier. So we'll scooch them back that way. So now you can see our stitches are reorganized how we want them. And then, so this would be, if you were going to do this as a knit cable, you would knit, 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 knit. But ours is a purl. So we'll go purl 2 now. And then we will knit 2. Okay, so that's how you go to the left. So you can see we didn't have to use a cable needle. We didn't drop anything. So much better. Okay, so now to do a cable to the right, this one I found a little bit trickier, but you'll get the hang of it after you do a couple of them. It gets easier. So this is where we'll go ahead and do 4 stitches slipped together. So we're going to start in the end of the cable, and again we're going in knitwise whenever we're coming from the left to the right. So we're going to stick our needle. So this is where it gets a little trickier if you have a bigger stitch count. We're going to scooch them kind of up to the end. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, all of the stitches that we're cabling. We're going to slip in all of these, okay? Slip them over to the right needle, and then we're going in purlwise, and we're going to slip. So you're always going to be working kind of in groups of 2. So we're going to slip these 2 together back to the left hand, and then slip these 2 together. See, this one is a little trickier. There we go, back to the left hand. And then we'll just knit the 2. 1, 2, and then we're going to purl the 2. Oops. Purl 2. And then work to the end as normal. Okay, so there's our stitches that we just cabled. Let's go ahead and work a wrong side row. And this will be, of course, the same method if you knit English. Just my yarn will be in a different spot than yours, but we do the exact same method. Okay, so now we're gonna go and work one more cable row so you guys can just see it again. Okay, so this is a cable to left, and this will be how we will work them knit over knit. So as the cable to, oh no, I mean to the right, sorry, not left. So cabling 2 to the right will go into the end of the cable, slip all these stitches together, and then we're going to slip together purlwise a group of 2, and then a group of 2. And then we'll just knit all of these. So it'll be the same if you were doing it to the left, that you would be knitting all of them. If this is a 2/2 knit cable, just work them as knits instead of purl and knit. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and make an additional stitch here as a knit so that I can show you guys like a 3/3 so you can kind of see how it would work in a larger cable. So we'll just switch that there. And you could do this for cables that aren't like even numbers, like if you were moving 2 stitches over 1 stitch or whatever like that. Okay, so if we're working a larger cable, so this is going to be, let's see, is this the new knit I made? Yeah. Okay, so here's the center of the cable. So we have 3 and 3. If we're going 3/3, or if you were doing like 3/1, you would just go to where the end of the cable is to go to the cable to the right. So this is where it gets harder and harder the bigger the cable is. If you have finer yarn, or like if you have sharp lace needles, that's going to be easier. So you slip all those to the left. Then we're going to take the group of 3 this time instead of 2. So we'll slip back in a group of 3 over, and then a group of 3 over. So you kind of see how it goes. You can kind of do it over whatever number of stitches you have going on. So then we'll go ahead and knit 1, 2, 3, and then we'll purl our 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's how we do 3/3. Okay, so now 3/3 going the other way, left, we'll go to the end of the first cable, slip 3 together, go to the end of the second cable, slip 3 together. Okay, and you want to make sure your stitches stay in the same order. And then wait, ooh, this is so tricky. Kind of squish them onto the end there. There we go. And then you're all set. Just purl all 3. And the sharper the needles for this, the better. I'm picking these like really dull bamboo needles. That's just what I have for straight needles. So, okay, and then knit 3. Just like that. So you could see how you could do it, you know, larger, smaller numbers of stitches. You're just changing where you put your needle in. So always you're going to be moving, when you're moving from the left needle to the right needle, you're going to be going from knitwise back on purlwise. And then, you know, however many stitches you're going over. So yeah, I hope this helps people. I'm not sure how it would work for like the huge cables, like 8/8 or anything crazy like that. If you guys try it and it works, cool, let me know. That would be really neat. Yeah, I hope you guys like this tutorial. So yeah, let me know if you try it, if you like it, or if you don't like it. Don't tell me, I guess. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.